humans? Today I'm going to be showing you like a zillion pistol squat progressions. So my goal for you is to watch this whole video, look at all the progressions, and then pick the ones that are going to work towards strengthening your weaknesses. So in our pistol squat, there's a lot going on, of course. So there's mobility, so we need the mobility of our ankles, of our hip flexors, of our hamstrings. We also need strength, so we need our quad strength to be able to push our whole body weight up. We need the strength to be able to lock out our leg and hold it up. And then of course we need balance. So you need to have the ability to take one foot off. You can't see, but I just took a foot off, and stay balanced. So watch this video and then pick the progressions that are gonna help you with your weak points. So if you need help with your balance, you're gonna pick ones that have that assisted balance. If you need ones that are strengthening your quads, we're gonna pick ones that are strengthening our quads. So watch this whole video, pick the progressions that are gonna work for you, maybe like 2, maybe like 3, and then just add them into your regular training routine. One very important thing for pistol squat training is you have to warm up. In your everyday life, you're never really putting that much pressure on your ankle, on your hip, so you really have to warm up. If you don't warm up before doing a pistol squat and you don't have excellent mobility, you could hurt yourself. So warm up. And to warm up for your pistol squat, what I would recommend is watching my follow-along warm-up routine, because it's super easy. You don't even have to think. You just click play on that YouTube video, follow along for that warm-up, and then you're nice and warm for your pistol squat to make sure you're doing it safely. Let's go. So to set yourself up for success, you must grip through your foot. You must set a good foundation. So here's my foot's relaxed and now gripped. Do you see the change in the muscles there? Relaxed and then activated. So again, here's relaxed and here's engaged. And then I can go ahead and go into my pistol squat. So as we've discussed, you've already warmed up and now you're ready to try out these pistol squat progressions. We are going to start with just regular squats, but we're gonna go all the way down because in our pistol squat, we go all the way down. So we're gonna do this first. Show you the side view here. So take note of my back. See how it stays flat? It's not really rounded. See what I'm doing here? This is not what we want to do. So once you've done a bunch of the regular squats with your good form, then we're going to do feet together squats. If you want to make it more challenging, you can lift your arms up above your head. Side view again. Overhead to make it harder. This is not what I want to see you doing. So first up, we're going to sit back onto a high box. We're really grounding through, so we're pushing through that standing leg. We're using our quad to push us off. And then once that gets too easy, lower your box and continually lower your box. So here's me doing it on a lower box. So I bring one foot up, I make sure I'm balanced on that one foot first, and then I sit back into my pistol squat, really focusing on using my quad to sit up. Next up, you can grab your foot to help you with your pistol squat. Show you from the front view here. My knees are nice and close together. Your knee will move a little side to side when you do a pistol squat. We just don't want it to come too far in or too far out. If it's coming too far in, then we know you're lacking some strength and maybe you need to find some other workouts to do to strengthen it before you start doing your pistol squat. So it moves a little, but not too much. Next up with its TRX, it's taking away some of the balance component. It's really letting me sit back, and I can use my arms to help pull me up as well. So if your quads aren't as strong, you can also use some of your arms. So if you're having issues where you can't keep your knees in closer to each other, they don't need to be touching, but you want to keep them closer together, this is a good drill. So try holding a yoga block or a ball or something in between your knees. This variation takes away some of the need for the hip flexor strength because you don't have to keep your foot up as high. So it's going to allow you to work on some of your weak areas as you build up that strength to be able to pistol squat with your leg fully in front of you. And then again, you could try grabbing your foot for a different variation, and then try grabbing your foot and letting go for the more advanced variation. Hold up, wait a minute. Could you please just hit like and subscribe? So here I have a weight, and I'm using the weight to counterbalance myself. So it's distributing the weight more evenly. So it's allowing me to practice this movement, but with a little less strength needed. If you put it in close to your body, then it's gonna be way harder because now the weight is stacked. This next exercise is to help strengthen your hip flexors for that extended leg. So start with your butt up as high as you need it to be and work on straightening that leg and lifting it up. So here we're strengthening our hamstrings and our hip flexors like I said before. And then once this gets too easy, just go lower to the ground. So remove a yoga block and do your lift offs here. And try and do them on the ground. You can always have that yoga block next to you to help you with your balance. This next movement is a little weird, but it definitely helps you connect with your whole body. So we're squeezing that yoga block in between our knees, and we're just clenching our butt, and we're working on pushing that bent leg into the ground. We're working on actually standing up from our lowest point without actually standing up because it's our lowest point and it's hard to stand up from your lowest point, but we're gonna build the strength to do so. This next movement is definitely one for people who have a good sense of their body. I wouldn't recommend doing this as a beginner. I learned this from Coach Zach Deck, and he calls it a pin squat. So you set the bar at your lowest point, so your end range, where you still have good form, and you anchor the bar underneath those pins, and then you're driving up, so you're pushing up as hard as you can, so you're creating that strength at your end range. And it's quite hard to do, and again, I would only do it if you have a good sense of your body and where your form should be. Also want to keep your back straight. I don't want it curved, so you should see mine here. And you wouldn't set this up as low as I set it up because I am quite mobile and I will definitely be lower than the average person. I hope you guys learned a bunch of different options today, and I hope you implement them in your life. Anyways, I'm Summer Fun Fitness. Please hit like for me or leave a comment. Have a great day. I'm gonna go. Bye.